but yeah, and we're live. It's Sam and Matt. Yeah, we had some problems with the streams in the Martin Fowler Scrum earlier today. I successfully ran the React mob streaming from the usual location, and that seemed to work fine. I had a go now at just posting the YouTube link first before trying to post the oh gosh, what's it called? The actual Jitsi link, and interestingly, that seemed to just post a single link to the YouTube thing. So then I was like, oh, okay, and so then I followed that up by doing a set, Hangout link, and then that posted both the Hangout link and the YouTube link. I think, although of course the exact causality is not, which thing led to exactly which other thing. Anyway, it still wasn't quite exactly what I was expecting. I'm just looking at, but the stream does appear to be working. So that's comforting in that regard. So it seems like maybe that issue that we had earlier on was a kind of one-off. It does suggest that maybe maybe it would be sensible to have a single form that you had to where the adding the YouTube link was optional. Gosh. Anyway, we're in the Scrum. The Scrum is now. I have been working through checking all the premiums members, and as the numbers go up, the number of people to check in with goes up, and there's always lots to catch up with and check in on. I think I've got that covered. We also had the React mob. That went well. Yes, that's about the size of it from me. I'm looking forward to the Website 1 meeting and then Autograders meeting after that, and thinking, gosh, I haven't got to various things related to the MOOC and so on, but there we go. So nothing particularly blocking me. I think I've reviewed the different pull requests. Matt, you were next. How are things going with you?
Oh, let's see. Very good. The only update is that I am working on creating an add-on, and Ember has this thing called an add-on where it can encapsulate, UI logic into a component, and then you just install it, Ember install, and I think it's potential to be a good thing for me or anybody to have this out on as an add-on available. And
so you're thinking of a Jitsi add-on for Ember, so that people can easily incorporate Jitsi into Ember.
Yeah, and there's actually a website, emberaddons.com, where everybody posts their add-ons.
Right.
They still live in individual repos, but they're
right. It's like a directory for people to find the different add-ons that are available.
Yeah, so it's
cool.
I'm excited about that. And
yeah, awesome.
Robert said he probably had some ideas on how to better design the add-on. So we're going to talk about that Monday.
Right. So nothing blocking you then?
Nope.
Excellent. And exciting plans. Good show. Excellent. Thanks, Matt. Let's go on to Lokesh. Hey, Lokesh, how are you doing?
I've been working on setting up Jitsi button.
Right.
And so far it looks like this. Yeah. And now I'm working on the logic on that. That linking this to the right room. And I'm blocked on.
Right.
Yeah.
Go on.
And I'm blocked on this thing that if two events have same title, because I'm first thinking about linking, creating the room by from its title.
Right.
But there could be problem if two events have the same title. But it would be very unlikely that both of these will be live at the same time. But still, so I'm trying to figure out what's the right way to create the link.
Right. Yes. And I think that the important thing there is to, like, the danger that one gets into is anticipating, too much, like, oh, there's this or there's that or there's what have you. Until people are actually using it, it's often very difficult to know what they will like. I mean, you can argue both ways. So, for example, you could I mean, again, I think that's the project page that you're on there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, so there it could be that there was a dedicated room that there it always went to meets.jitsi/Agile Ventures Autograder, right?
Yeah.
And what it would mean is that somebody else who wanted to and there might be 2 sessions going on, but it would mean that people would automatically go into the existing session, and maybe that could be a good thing or a bad thing depending upon how you want them. I mean, I think the difficulty is that the Jitsi is operating on a sort of fundamentally different model from the Hangout. So that while it says it's sensible to say start live Hangout because it's like creating a thing that will be used and thrown away, I don't know that it makes to say the stuff. What I would say is the thing about the project ones is they're very specifically not associated with events, and so I mean I don't know. It's I would really, as I was sort of recommending before, focus on only changing things for the events. Like if we focus just on getting the events working, right?
Yeah.
Then that I say that partly because I don't think that anybody has pressed this. Since the Hangout API finished, nobody's pressed or tried to create. Well, it's just so infrequent. But we are using the event stuff, several times every day. So anyway, I mean, you've got to use your own judgment about what you do with that. I would sort of also say is that at the moment we have nothing, so almost anything you do is a good thing. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, so I will just do the simplest thing, that is make it define the link through the title.
Right.
And
I mean that exactly. I don't think it's worth you worrying too much about getting it right, because we won't know whether it's right until we get users using it and see if people understand the Jitsi thing. Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
go on, Matt.
Quick comment. You might just want to take the word "start" out and just say Jitsi Meet.
Okay.
That's a suggestion.
Yeah, could be. I mean, it's an interesting one, because we could have it so that that for a given autograde, let's say people wanted to pair on the autograders, that it would create a room that was autograders pairing 57 or what have you. But that's anticipating the problem of people kind of colliding before. I mean, it's like rather than start Jitsi Meet, it's almost like it should be something like go to. It's like, because that's if it's a dedicated thing at the moment, if you're just going to go to that link, it's like go to Jitsi Meet. It's difficult because we kind of want people to. It's so difficult because people who haven't heard of Jitsi, I guess we can start live Hangout. I don't know. Hangouts is sort of almost nobody knows what a Jitsi is, do they? So, but I guif it says go to Jitsi Meet, people will press it and then find out. So.
Yeah, but the one problem will be that then, because I want to show that you can use one of these things, so that's why I inserted start.
You want to show that you can use one of these things. I'm not sure what you mean. What's one of these things?
I mean, either you can
right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and again, I mean, the actual choice of words is kind of splitting hairs at the moment. It's the kind of thing that almost we should be doing a micro design sprint on. We should do a mock-up, or we need to get the interface designs in front of people who are not us and try and work out what they mean to them. So yeah, I think it's whether it's start or go to, or I think that's fine. Let's get something out so that people know that they can. That there's another button, there's another option, and see how they react to it, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. I just want to say, I think you're doing fantastic work, Lokesh, and I hope that when we're discussing and so on, you don't feel bad You don't feel like, oh, I'm doing the wrong thing or anything.
No, not at all.
No. Oh, good. I really appreciate how hard you're working, and you're like learning and all these different things. And as you get more and more experienced, we're just being freer and freer and just talking about, thinking out loud about the different aspects of the system. So yeah, I hope it all continues to be really good for your learning and all that good stuff. So I think that's our Scrum. Unless we need something else, I think it's time for the Website 1 meeting, perhaps. So I guess unless there's any other critical issues, I will stop the stream there, and I'll see you in the Website 1 meeting in a couple of minutes after a little bio break. Yeah?
Yeah, bye.
Okay. Bye for now. I think Matt's on the phone. Bye for now.